Howdy folks, in this video I'll be looking at the Runcam Swift Mini from Banggood. This one is just like the Swift 2, only smaller. This one's the black PAL version and it comes with a 2.5mm 130 degree angle of view lens. I also have a 2.1mm lens which I'll try as well for a super wide angle field of view. I really like the Swift 2 style of camera. It gives a great 4:3 aspect ratio image with great light handling abilities. So looking at the specs, this, as I said, this one's a PAL version. The black, you can also get the orange cover. So the input voltage is DC 5 to 36 volts, which is a really nice wide range. Infrared blocked, and it's the Swift Mini-BL-L25-P. It's a little bit cheaper than the Runcam Swift 2. It sort of comes with a few less options. It doesn't have the voltage on-screen display like the Swift 2, and it doesn't come with the extra housing as well. It's just this supplied housing. Now the other bits and pieces, we have the on-screen display selector, which plugs into the little 2-pin plug there. We also get a little on-screen display selector extension cable, so that if you've got this mounted in a tight spot on your quad or your plane, you can access the on-screen display settings by plugging in this little cable, extension cable. That's a really nice little touch. We have the normal 3-pin voltage, ground and video cable, and it's terminated with the same little 3-pin plug that goes in the back, so I have to snip that off and solder on a servo lead to fit my transmitters. It comes with a nice little mount that allows you to angle the camera whichever way you want. It also comes with an adapter, and if you mount the camera in the adapter, I can work out which way it goes, like that, then it'll fit straight into your existing mounts that you may have sort of hard mounted on your quad or your plane. So you can swap out a Runcam Swift 2 size camera and pop the little Mini in the same mount. We get the hex wrench and various nuts and bolts for different sort of mounting options. We also get a nice little instruction manual which steps through some of the on-screen display options and shows you the wiring. Thought you might be interested in the dimensions. There we go. 23.2mm, 22mm, 27mm. All up weight is 12 grams. You have wide dynamic range. It comes, this one is the 2.5mm lens. You can also get 2.3mm and 2.1mm lens. I really like the 2.1mm angle of view, especially on fixed wing and FPV slope soaring. It's a 600 TV line camera, 3rd-inch Sony HyperHAD 2 CCD. So you can see here I've snipped off that other little connector and changed it for a servo style connector, and that will now connect into my transmitter, provide power to the camera through the transmitter, and feed video back to the transmitter. eSheen goggles recording here, and I'll just go through plugging in the on-screen display. So I'll plug that in now. There's the view, not too bad. Alright, so if I push the button, then I get the on-screen display showing up. Now the first thing, camera title, you can turn the camera title off or on. Exit. There we've got Runcam showing in the screen there. So you can put your own name there if you want to, but I'll keep it as Runcam at the moment. Exposure. So we'll go down to wide dynamic range. That is on and that is off. You can see the difference in the image quality. Well, like It's much better to have the wide dynamic range turned on all the time when you're flying. You can change image parameters if you want to, colour, sharpness and all of that sort of stuff if you so desire. That's pretty much all I need really. So what I might try now is changing for the 2.1mm lens. So to change the lens, we just undo the locking collar there and unscrew it. I'll leave that off for the moment, just for the demonstration. Now we're going to have to refocus this. So I'll connect it back up to the transmitter. Power up the transmitter. So by looking at the image in my goggles while I am focusing, there we go, that's about the right spot there. So I can see more of the red ladder on the left and the lights on the right as well. Very good. I'll put that little locking collar on now to lock it into position. We're ready to go with a wider angle lens now. Very cool. So there's the Runcam Swift Mini. All that remains now is to mount it on a plane and we'll take it for a fly. What a great view. Woohoo! Once again we've had a stack of rain and the flying field is saturated, but a clear runway here. This is awesome. What a great view. Stunning. Climbing a bit of trim. Oh, hello, there's some birds there. Lots and lots of water birds and frogs I can hear because there's so much water. Just do a big circuit of the park. Stunning. Great view down to the ground and up to the sky. This is the 2.1mm lens, which I can see wingtip to wingtip. That is cool. Look. I hit something. You have landed. Just hit you on that wingtip, I think. Very cool. Anyway, apart from my dodgy piloting skills, the Runcam Swift Mini is an awesome little camera, especially with a 2.1mm lens on it for this application, mounted up on the tail of the Tigermoth. So thanks very much to Banggood for providing this camera for the review, and purchase links are in the description. And thanks for watching.